Hi Libra, welcome to your reading for the week starting the 25th of May 2025. Now, the energy around this reading for you is the Two of Wands, which is the world is your oyster, what you want to create. And it's about manifestation, it's about which way to take your first step, really, with something new. And that's also reflected here in the cards. So let's have a closer look. So this Two of Wands theme is reflected here in the cards. They're talking here about new beginnings to do with bringing in what you want. This is everything you could desire, but this is the line of the present. So you're able to bring this into now or start this now. And the star is about hope and positivity and new beginnings and goals. So seeing a goal, reaching that goal, seeing the next goal. They are talking here about balance in your life. This is balance in all areas, but also because it's coming up next to the High Priestess and she is about what's beyond the veil, they are talking about some sort of spiritual practice, meditation, walking in nature, even, exercise can put you into a state of peace and connecting with the higher self, the conscious self, and the subconscious self, and having them all in alignment. But also, this is about you being some sort of expert in your field. And if you take these steps, these first steps, then there's great victory. The Two of Swords often comes up for Librans because it's about making decisions. And nearly every Libran I've ever read for, I think, nods their head when I talk about decision making being difficult. But really, a really great method of making decisions is to take yourself off somewhere quiet where you feel peaceful and to sit and find that space between thoughts, that feeling of peace, and then ask yourself, if I make this decision, will I be happy? And instantly you have a response from your body. If it's yes, it will be, this just feels wonderful, yes. But if it's no, you'll have that knot in your stomach. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. If that comes up instantly, it's not the right time or not the right decision. So use this to guide you, and there's great victory here. But it's just about starting. I mean, you may have already started because this is in the line of the present, but they are assuring you of success. So, keep going. It may take a lot of responsibility. You may feel like you have to do this on your own. And also, boundaries are important. So, around your work, you may be honing a skill or working very, very hard on something. And I mean, when I'm doing these readings, I turn my phone off. I've pushed all my personal readings to the later afternoon so that I have time to create this. So it might take a bit of reorganizing for you, but this is totally achievable and success in soon on your path. This is financial stability. So it all looks really fantastic. This is the line of karma. So there's no real time around it, but this is, because we're doing weekly readings, this is sort of more the aspect of the near future. And they're talking about this big increase in your income. And you will come from a place of kindness, support, service to others, but you will be really rewarded financially. And also, this is about your reputation growing and people hearing about you. So it's about planting seeds for the future, the long-term future also, but these are short-term situations to start off with. So you may not be sure if this is going to succeed, but keep, again, with the Two of Wands, it's about visualization, affirmations, manifestation through what is beyond the veil, and being responsible about that. So yes, the balance of your life, work-life balance, but also knowing that you have this expertise, this knowledge, and that people want to hear this, or they want what you can offer. Also, It is about spiritual balance. So meditation has come up here. And meditation next to the Nine of Cups really is about manifestation, because this is material wealth. And they're also saying maybe what's missing in your life is working from that level, that perspective of a state of meditation and connecting to source energy. The Ace of Cups is about unconditional love, which is the highest vibration in the cosmos. So by connecting on a spiritual level and doing your whatever you're doing, affirmations or whatever, big opportunities can come in for you that you create. You are, the card of the starseed has come up, so many of you are starseeds, and you need to sort of protect yourself on that level also. So I've actually got a service called Focus Life Force Energy on this house. I've had it on for about 4 years, and it's like having a, they say it's like having a bubble of high energy around you, and it's I highly recommend that. I'm not paid for it or anything, just recommending it. And but this, it makes meditation easier too for people, and for me. So this all looks absolutely wonderful. Of course, we always, have little bumps along the road. Saturn is moving, well, today, the 25th of May, into Aries. So that is the creator point for the whole horoscope. Zero degrees Aries is the first, the start point of the horoscope. And Saturn is about getting down to work, being serious about it. So take advantage of that time, You may have a friend who's going through some difficulty or you're worrying about them, but just send them love and light. That works really wonderfully. So just do it for yourself first. Bring in light from the cosmos through the galactic center, through the sun, into your crown chakra, through your body, and expand it out into every cell of your body and out into your four body system, and like a big fountain of light. You can use pink light, which is unconditional love, and then do the same for your friend or your family member or whoever you're thinking about. And that brings about a shift as well. There is lovers coming up in this reading as well. So this is possibly your divine counterpart, because it's unconditional love, and these two are divine counterparts. And this is someone who is on your level, who is coming from wisdom. They've been through a bit, and you may have your defenses up to do with love, maybe not, but it's a test for you to see what you want, and it's your truth and honesty and integrity to yourself that matters. Judgment is a friend of mine who's a very well-renowned astrologer told me that the Libra, the path for Libra is judgment, and judgment not in being judgmental, is judgment in a discernment, being wise. And I know all the Librans I know pretty well are very wise when it comes to relationships. They give very good advice. So listen to your own advice. This is about falling in love. The Two of Cups is about falling in love, but it's also friendship. So love and friendship leading to falling in love, or which is a good way to start, because then you know the person and you're not rushing into something. But also it's taking your time. The Two of Cups is illusion, really, because we're projecting what we want onto the person that we've fallen in love with, and we need to get to know that person before we really make a choice. So that's where judgment is coming in as well, just to do with observing. But they are saying you're stepping onto your path now. This is a new path, I'd say, and don't overthink it. Of course, Libra is an air sign, and air signs are prone to overthinking. So anything you can to drop back into your heart, into that heart space of love, is a huge benefit at the moment. Again, they are saying, so again, this is the line of karma. So really, it's throughout your life, but they're saying you need to put yourself first and make yourself happy. You would be, or a lot of you would be, people who do things for other people, put other people's needs ahead of your own. But they're talking specifically about health here and making sure that you have what you need. Otherwise, you can stress your body out or stress your mental health. Well, of course, our mental body and our emotional body affect our physical body. So that's what they're talking about here as well. So let's have a look at some of what else is coming up. Yes, you have been through emotional lessons and you have had people around you who have been projecting what they want onto you. And again, you need to protect yourself from this. It may be just that you're thinking about what people have said in the past. So any sort of release is of great benefit now. This, the Ten of Wands is also about emotions that you've pushed down coming up, really to be dealt with. Because if you keep pushing emotions down, they come out inappropriately and can cause all sorts of havoc. So it is about clearing these thoughts of, this can be betrayal, this can be sometimes anger, and this is, people projecting what they want onto you. So that's the emotional lesson. It's about trusting yourself. So yes, this is around work. There does appear to be, for many of you, an expansion on your work, but this is towards your goals, and it is to do with the knowledge and wisdom and skills and that you already have. So yes, you'll be working more, but it's quite easy because you already have the skills. Some of you may be in a relationship that is a bit of a block for this, or you may be with someone who blames you for things when really it's not your fault at all. So that's the emotional lesson as well. Of course, it's not everyone, but it is coming up here. So traditionally, the Five of Cups is the card of marriage with deep regret, and it is next to the card of marriage. This means, a relation, usually a long-term relationship, but sometimes short-term. But it's about you really saying what you want to do with love. And we do have this divine counterpart here. So if any of you are unsure and thinking, oh, I don't know about this relationship, it's really pulling me down, and you're having trouble lifting yourself out of negative emotions, then I think it's time to make some sort of decision around that. You are very good communicators, Libra, usually, and the karmic wheel is now turning to that chapter where you are appreciated. So this is passion for a new project. So some of you will be really, it keeps saying you will be looking at this new project, or you've probably already started on it. You have an opportunities. These are both opportunities. Both the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles can indicate opportunities coming in from the past, and it may be something that you want to explore. One of them is new, one of them is more to do with communication and groups and is very long term. The new opportunity may move into this long term opportunity, and that was what they were talking about here too. Short term with the star, short term new beginnings leading into long term victory. This is an older woman who you are seeking advice from, but sometimes I find, especially when the Ace of Cups is here, that this can be a guide, or when Cups and Pentacles come up together, it's a member of the family. So it may be a member of your family who's passed over, a grandmother or a great-grandmother who's with you. And you can ask for them for help, and they can intervene. They say with your spirit guides that you need to ask for help. They can't just intervene um, without you asking. Yeah, family. And also there's another family member. You've got two coming up here, a male and female, older people. So, but they wouldn't be your only guides, because you've got the car of the star seeds. So you would have your star family as well, who are not necessarily incarnated or haven't been incarnated on Earth. So this is also about your psychic ability growing very quickly. You would feel people's energy here. So if someone feels negative, they are, believe yourself. And it's instant. You know instantly. Um, and it's probably best not to engage. Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups together. Again, this indicates family. And this is family love. And this is to do with, well, I'll start up here. They're saying there's something that may have been on hold so that you can see things from a different perspective. And this could be a creative endeavor that you study so that you gain skills, but also something that you've always wanted to do and you've put on hold. It will lead to you changing your perspective on this, and it could take some time because the hangman and, well, maybe not actually. So when the hangman comes up next to a pentacle, and I'm seeing this in nearly next to an ace, every reading I do at the moment, it's like everything that's been on hold is going to move ahead. The suspension is being lifted. Both of these cards indicate pause. So you're not really meant to be rushing into things, but again, two cards, the two main cards of the way I read, to do with creativity have come up together. So you are really being encouraged to explore your creativity and possibly even start that course you were thinking of doing. Or this could also be working from home in a creative endeavor, or beautifying your home, or renovating your home, and starting on those things now, because the suspension is lifted. I know the Five of Pentacles looks very negative, but I have been reading tarot for over 30 years, and whenever it comes up, it it's not negative. Sometimes it just means someone's on a holiday or needs a holiday, but often it's people on holiday who are here from interstate or whatever, and this comes up, and they have a perfectly stable job, and they're not about to change. But it also, so that therefore it's about holidays, but it also indicates one door shutting and another door opening, if this is what you want to do with your work. It can, in this case, it could be someone, it could be people leaving your work, so the end of some work relationships. This is talking about dreams, I feel, and a dream. These are very vivid dreams, and information coming through your dreams from other dimensions, really. So observe your dreams. Don't react. Don't think something calamitous is going to happen and make you worry. Often they're very symbolic, but you might want to start exploring dream interpretation. Again, this is so beautiful. The magician being the star beings and the sun. The sun is a star, but it's also the symbolism to do with tarot is that it's extremely positive, new beginnings. And this is a lovely message for all star beings and really the earth, because it's saying we are transcending all the difficulties that we're going through, and that we have these beautiful new beginnings. It is a bit of a bumpy ride at the moment, so it's best just to focus on yourself and sending love to the world, sending love to every inhabitant on the earth is a good way to meditate. So you have luck with you. Yes, this is a friend who is a member of your soul group who's going through a difficulty. Again, um, yeah, just uh, send some healing their way. And this could be suddenly falling in love for those of you who are looking for love. Don't think, where is it, where is it, where is it, it's never coming. Because when we're thinking in that way, we're focusing on the negative. It's about, if you can't visualize, well, you're not meant to visualize an actual person who you know, but feel the feeling of being in love and attract it from that higher level of emotion. The card of Libra has come up, justice. So you've got justice and judgment was here. Justice is the weighing of the heart and having no regrets. I think that's why Librans get frozen in decision making sometimes, because they don't want to do something they regret. So that's why that exercise I was talking about before is of benefit. And they're saying you're on your path. Don't worry. It's just about choice. Which choice? Which just because you make one step or make one choice doesn't mean that the other choices all fade away. You can do other things later on. Oh, a great love of nature and animals. I do find that a lot of Librans really love animals, or they can really not like animals. All astrology signs sort of have a scale of there'll be a theme, but that it can be in its positive or negative. So extremely don't like animals in the extreme, or really really love them. But this is saying, if you do love animals and nature, get out in nature. Make sure that this is part of your routine and it brings you great joy. This is also about the public, because strength is about the public and the Three of Cups is about groups of people. So it could be that you're reaching groups of people or the public in some way too, and that this would bring about a financial reward of some sort. So that's really great. We'll just have a look at just a couple of other cards, because we got the star seed here somewhere. Yes, that's right, the star and the sun. And this is a message from your star family. Portal, doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. Well, that's appropriate given that we've got these new doors opening and that it's your decision, that you create it. So that's incredibly important. Then we have the fact that we've got the Two of Wands coming up, and that as the energy around this, and that is about manifestation. We'll have a look at one of the Ask It and It Is Given cards, which are about manifestation. My life is supposed to be fun. Yeah, follow your joy. And that is really about following your joy, to do with your career here, but also to do with love. So very, very lovely. And because we've got, we have nature and animals here, so we'll have a little look at these Earth Song Oracle cards. Sorry, I'm not very organized today. I forgot to get these cards out. Ireland, solitude, independence, isolation. Find peace in solitude and independence. So, going for walks on your own, connecting with nature. I feed one of the neighbours' cats outside, and sometimes other stray cats. And then I started getting a Murray magpie coming and eating the food. And now I've got these two magnificent crows, absolutely huge. And they're coming in and eating the cat food. And they're just so beautiful. And they let me come right up to them pretty well. And they're making these tiny little noises that you don't hear if they're in a tree. I mean, there's so many wonders in the world. And so, yes, finding peace in solitude is, and connecting with nature. I feel that's what they're talking about there. So, these are really, really positive cards. We've all got stuff coming up to be processed at the moment, but if you have those tools to create what you want, then you can have a life filled with fun. Okay, well, thanks for being here, Librans. I'll see you next week. God bless.